abusing Bugattis. You're gonna arrest me for that. The abusing women shit's all a lie. Abusing Bugatti, 100% guilty. Put me in jail.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video, a video which has been asked for many times. This is part 2 of my most viewed video of all time. Last one hit 10 million views. I've been trying to make this happen for a while, but obviously we've been in different places, different times, but now the main man is back. So here we are once again, the exact same spot where we met 3 years ago, where the famous line was said. I like the color.
You like the color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had mixed reviews on the color. Some people said they like it, some people said they don't like it, and I said, well, what color is your Bugatti?
It's funny because the last time that we actually filmed this video, I had no idea what was going to happen afterwards. This was before you kind of blew up. So what was going to be a casual video turned out to be an absolutely massive one. So today, I'm expecting nothing less. It's going to be another banger. Been a while, only been 3 years.
This feels oddly familiar, friend. You good?
All good, bro.
Been a while. This car park was emptier last time.
Yeah, Dubai's getting busier. It's getting busier.
Everyone's moving here.
Yeah.
Where else is there to live?
Not many places, bro.
Well, you've been everywhere. I've been in jail. You've been everywhere. So tell me, what have you seen anywhere that compares to Dubai?
Do you know what? I was recently in Miami. Miami was pretty cool.
But Miami's just Dubai plus criminals.
Yeah.
Like, you might get shot.
And dirtier.
And dirtier, yeah.
Yeah.
So Dubai's still better.
Yeah. This was well looked after.
Yeah, they didn't get hold of this. The police tried very hard to seize this car. They sent letters all around the world, but they couldn't get hold of her. So we're reunited, which is good.
Arguably the most famous car in the world.
I can't think of another car even close, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it might be the most famous car in the world. So it looks like I did choose well with the color after all.
You did. You chose very well.
And that saying went ridiculously everywhere. What color's your Bugatti?
Yeah.
Remember I said that to you?
Yeah.
That was everywhere. I'm surprised though, because I think since I got mine in a unique color, I expected to start seeing loads more colorful ones.
Yeah.
But people who buy them still just get red, black, or they don't drive them.
Yeah.
I know a couple guys with Bugattis and they don't drive it. They're like, oh, maybe once a year. It's gay.
Nah. There's only you and someone else who I know who properly drives these cars.
Yeah, I kick the shit out of mine.
Yeah.
You know? I abuse it. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
So no abusing women, but abusing Bugattis. You're gonna arrest me for that. The abusing women shit's all a lie. Abusing Bugatti, 100% guilty. Put me in jail. Did it. Oh, it's cool. Oh, I've got Bugatti stuff.
No, it's the first time you've seen that.
I've got a free Bugatti bag. I've never opened. Tristan must have opened it. We have bottles of water. Nice as you
Emergency cable.
Emergency cable.
2 bottles of very hot water.
As you can see, you get lots of storage in the Bugatti.
That's a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't set on fire. I've had a few cars set on fire though.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of McLarens burn down. A Jesco nearly burnt me alive last week. Let's try to avoid that today. Do our best. Yeah, like Dubai globally, I don't think anywhere can match it as a city. It has everything. What is it really missing? There's a lot of people who say it's missing soul or it feels fake, but those people are very often just broke and sad.
Yeah.
Because the soul of Dubai is endless winning. That's the soul of Dubai. The soul of Dubai is competing in the hardest possible flex market to still somehow win and be relevant. That's the soul of Dubai. The soul of Dubai is competitive. So I agree that Europe has a soul and you feel it because there is history and, you know, a certain culture, certain things that make Europe feel a particular way. However, once that's been flooded with fuck knows who from fuck knows where and you get stabbed to death on the street, I mean, is it really worth it? Are you really going to allow your children to risk being stabbed to death as they walk to school during a knife crime epidemic because you say there's not enough soul in Dubai? Like, what, are you gay? like what are you even talking about? What's the soul of London? Chicken and chip shops?
Exactly.
Like, so it's
lost
kind of,
its soul.
Yeah, well, of course.
Like, if you go to London now, whereas if you were there like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you'd feel British. You'd feel this sense of pride.
Yeah.
But now it's like, where the fuck am I?
It's done. And you're right, it was only 10 years ago London was one of the best cities in the world. Now it's completely finished. So it's very interesting when people talk about Dubai not having a soul, because you're right, Europe has lost its soul and just declined into a communist police state.
Did you enjoy your time in America? brief, but
America is a very... When I'm in America, I feel like I'm in an unpredictable, chaotic environment. Dubai feels peaceful to me. Because in Dubai, all of the energy, all the collective energy is going towards improving the city and attracting as many wealthy people as possible and solving problems. In America, in fact in most democratic countries, but it's most tangible in America, most of the energy is going towards this constant never-ending civil war called democracy. So you have the smartest people in America are constantly trying to win an election, trying to win a midterm, trying to get one up on each other, trying to get media against the other one, arresting political opponents, trying to draw up cases on me because I'm affiliated with whoever. Like it's like a constant fight all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's very decentralized. Like you don't know who the ruler is. Like Trump can be like, yeah, I'm cool with you, but then some low idiot, nobody AG can start sending letters around with your name all over it. Because he's a jackass trying to make a name for himself, and he's upset that his wife pegs him. And then you have to make it clear that he's a pussyhole. So you're sitting around like, what the fuck is this? Is this a country? Like, who's the boss here? We have Captain Peg running his mouth on fucking television. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm past it. I've taken my vaccine. You can't threaten me with the law. I'm done. I don't give a shit anymore. No. But I don't know. It just feels chaotic, America. I can't explain it. Like, so much is always going on. It feels like I'm in a war zone. Does that make sense?
I feel like I'm on edge. I feel like I can't walk around with my earphones in, just blissfully walking around. Like I always feel like I have to be looking around my shoulder just in case somebody wants to fucking pop me for whatever reason.
Well, that's it. I mean,
you always make enemies at some point.
Of course you do. And there's a lot of people who just want money or just want clout. And there's three types of people, right? There's places where you have to fear the criminals, and there's places where you have to fear the government. So places you have to fear the criminals is like England, no one's scared of the police. Place you have to fear the government, like Japan, you ain't got to fear criminals, but if you fuck with the Japanese police, you're going to jail forever. And then there's places like America where you got to fear both. You got to fear the government and the criminals. Like everyone's trying to get you. Everyone wants your money. Everyone wants to deal with you. Like it's kind of like a double whammy. I mean, obviously it's my home country. It's the land of opportunity. I'm super glad Trump won, of course. But Dubai is peaceful. There's none of this political infighting. There's none of this garbage. Everybody has their head on straight. Nobody's talking shit. And everyone's just focused on building more roads and building more luxury accommodation for the millionaires who are exodusing the West.
Well, you know what?
En masse. I mean, everyone's leaving.
I've noticed as well, things are done very quickly. Yeah. There's no fucking around. Like in other places, particularly the UK, if they want to change something or they want to build something, it's like, oh, we need to sit down in a room with like 50 people and discuss for months on end whether or not we should do this. And then by the end of it, nothing happens. Well, and you've just wasted everyone's time and money.
100%. The bottom line of all this is that democracy is inefficient compared to monarch rule. The point of monarch rule is, I said do this, yes sir, let's do it. Democracy is a bunch of people talking, it's inefficient. We accept the inefficiency because it allows us to choose our ruler, but doesn't. This is the thing, if we don't get even fair votes, if we don't get to choose someone who actually has power, if choosing the prime minister doesn't change anything because the banks are secretly in charge, then why are we dealing with all the brutal inefficiency? And then you understand it's because the brutal inefficiency allows them to mask the plundering. They just steal. All of them are just raping the Western governments and stealing as much as possible. USA just highlighted that. I mean, why would the king of Dubai steal from Dubai? I mean, he'll make himself rich because we're human. But he wants his city to do well. Yeah. Whereas anyone who gets any kind of ministerial position in a Western government knows they have a few short years at most to retire their entire bloodline. So it's a big theft fest. And that's been highlighted in America, and it's happening absolutely everywhere else also. So yeah, once you lose the ability to even truly choose your leader, you start to realize how ridiculous, inefficient, and constantly argumentative democracy is. Yeah. You know, it's like Trump just won, and they're already talking about, the midterms are coming up, we have to prepare for the midterms. They have to prepare for another election. They just won. I thought he was supposed to be fixing the country. But he's too busy now. He has to campaign all over again. Mm-hmm. It's wild.
Madness.
It truly is.
So with you at the moment, where are you allowed to go and not allowed to go?
Yeah, good question. So first thing I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and go where this sat-nav tells me, because Dubai roads is the one thing I say about Dubai. You miss a turn, so it's 20, half an hour.
Yeah, 20 minutes, half an hour added.
Nightmare. And it's never clear what turn it is. Yeah, so I could technically travel anywhere I want. I can go anywhere I want, as long as I check into Romania when they ask me to. But I have to be selective with where I go because there are certain other nation states that are interested in speaking with me. Not because I've done anything wrong, but because I've upset the agenda.
Yeah.
What, you know, a dying man will try any medication. When someone's dying, they'll try anything. And right now, what Great Britain is doing, because it's dying, it's lost the second most millionaires in the world last year. All the money's leaving. Crime's out of control. Drugs are out of control. Police can't keep up with anything. Morale's at an all-time low. Political stability is at an all-time low. Education's at an all-time low. The NHS you can laugh at. Like, the whole place is done.
They really did not like you either.
Oh, well,
especially you had the kids in school asking the teachers what colour is your Bugatti.
Well, the main, yeah.
What can they say back to that?
That's right, I haven't got one. The big problem with England is that they can't fix their problems, so what they want to do is deal with the person who highlights the problems, which is me. They can't fix any of it, so they're saying, well, who's talking about this? This guy. Well, we can't fix it, so let's at least make the guy pointing it out go away. And that's why they're trying to pretend I'm somehow dangerous. Not the people who stab everyone on the street. Not the people who do drugs.
No.
Not the unlimited migrants arriving by boat without passports. No. Me, the man with no criminal conviction, who talks on the internet about getting strong and sticking up for what you believe in. I'm the bad guy. So then what they do is, once they decide to take a man down, is they call 100 ex-girlfriends or 100 women you knew. And they only need a 1% success rate.
Yeah.
They only need 1 out of the 100. 1 out of 1,000. They can go with a 0.1% success rate. If they can get one silly bitch to lie, now you're fucked. It's crazy because 27% of women are on antidepressants, so they're basically clinically nuts. So 27 of that 100 can't even think straight because they're on drugs.
Yeah.
And that's prescription drugs. Forget recreational drugs. That's probably 70%. And you're telling me when you're famous and rich, they can't find some bitter ex-girlfriend full of fucking Valium to tell a lie to wreck your life? Of course they can. And that's what they do. They just go through, they use women as the weapon. Women are the agents of Satan in this way. And they just sit a woman down and say, did Andrew ever hurt you? And even if she says no, they'll say, well, look, you're in trouble if you don't say he did. And women shit their pants. And they're like, well, he ain't paying my bills. I don't even talk to him anymore. I'm scared. And they just sign and they wreck you. So the whole thing's a setup.
Yeah, well, how do you even deal with that now? Like, surely there must be a tiny circle of people that you actually trust now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's put me off talking to girls. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah.
Like, when girls come up to me, and it's funny, since I became a human trafficker, the amount of female attention I get is unprecedented. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I've seen videos. Women are actually coming up to you.
Oh, they come up to me, they offer me, they're begging for photos and offering me their numbers and everything. Women are all over me. They all say, please human traffic me and all this shit. I'm like, I've retired. Like, I get endless females begging for me, but it's just now, is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
You know, like, what am I going to do? What's going to end up happening? We're going to have sex, which is me putting in the work for her. Who gives a shit? I'm giving, I'm not getting.
Yeah, you're giving your energy.
That's right. I'm going to end up probably paying her bills or paying her dinners. I have to protect and provide for her. I'm at risk. She gets clout. Like, what do I get out of any of this? So women become far less interesting. So it's kind of the age-old adage, you know, like when you're broke, you really want money, then you get some money and you don't really care. Or when you want pussy, it's the most important thing in the world, and once you have girls, you don't want them. Yeah. It's like human nature.
It's like one of those things in life where when you're young, it's like one of the things you want the most, and then once you get it and experience it, you're like, well, actually, it's a lot of work.
That's right. So then you have to go deeper down and find out what's actually worth living for, and children is one of them. Purpose is the other one. And if you're going to analyze purpose is often going to come with some degree of war at some level. There's no such thing as light without dark. There's never been a king in human history who had a kingdom he didn't have to defend. As soon as you become a king, that's it. You're the king, oh great, and everyone's looking at you. It's the sword of Damocles. Everyone's looking at you and jealous of you. Oh, everyone knows who he is, and he's the king, and he's famous, he can get any girl he wants, and he has hundreds of millions of dollars and stuff. Yeah, that's all great. But you have to prepare for war permanently. I kind of think maybe there's balance in the universe, whereas the people who couldn't handle the problems would never end up in the position where they have those problems. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't deal with the stress,
you'd walk away.
Yeah, you'd run away from it.
Yeah.
So, like, you earn everything you have in this life, and you earn your kingdom, and you earn protecting your kingdom. So I was saying to you, and I was saying to a lot of people on interviews before I got arrested, they're going to come for me. I know how the world works.
Yeah.
like the world is a battle for influence at all times. And I had influence and I was unchecked. They kept trying to offer me money for sponsorship deals to make me sell out to Israel or sell out to LGBT or whoever. I kept saying no to the money. Sooner or later, they're like, oh, this jackass thinks he's smart, teach him a lesson. I know how the world works, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I admire the fact that you did not give up. You just kept going. Like, regardless of all the shit that was happening, all the hate you were getting, especially when it all popped off and you were getting cancelled.
Yeah.
I know the real you. I know what you're like, and all this bullshit that was being spread. I was like, it's all false. The amount of people were falling for it, and I was like, you don't even fucking know the guy. Well, you haven't even taken the time to sit and listen to a podcast he's done.
100%. And I think with me there is a revenge of the nerds factor. I think there's some degree of this guy. He's big and he's well known and he's clearly smart and he's very successful, and so the only thing they can say bad about me is I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
Morality. They can't attack any of my achievements. So they're like, okay, well, he's a bad person though. I was like, why? Because of this old video. There's 3 seconds of a 40-minute video where this. It's like they're literally blowing children to fucking pieces in Gaza right now. Like, what planet are you on?
Yeah.
And if you look through anyone's life, everybody has skeletons. I would argue that considering mine have been aired to the world by federal agencies, they're really not that bad. What are they, old YouTube videos and a few private WhatsApps with Thurston where I call a stupid bitch a stupid bitch? She was stupid. I don't regret anything I said because she was a fucking idiot. Like, so, I don't know what they expect me to do, like bend over and say sorry. I don't give a fuck. I mean what I say what I mean. And there's a whole bunch of people out here with worse than me. All the fucking BBC reporters, they got child porn in their closets. What the fuck they coming at me for? And nobody's mad at them. No one's writing about Hugh Edwards or Philip Schofield and how they're pieces of shit. Everyone lets them off. But they're going to attack me all day. And I think a lot of that's because my Bugatti's in their face and they ain't got one. So there's revenge of the nerds element to all of this. Yeah. But I also don't think they realize, all the haters, how much they help my brand, because there's no light without dark. And there's a lot of conversation around me, and you can't have a conversation unless someone thinks yes and someone thinks no. Yeah. And that causes debate. And I just benefit in the end of it. I don't give a shit. So
the year itself when you blew up, is there anything you would have done differently? Because to some extent, you had no control over what clips were getting chopped up and put out there. Like, yeah,
you're right. To some extent, I mean, maybe I could have had the foresight to go through all my old content ever.
There's a lot of content.
Pros, 10 years of videos. Yeah. And find the few seconds that will end up. But then you never know what's going to go viral. Like that off-the-cuff remark about what color's your Bugatti, I never expected to see it 10 million times.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to really go viral. And also, like, I'm from the street. I'm from Luton. I grew up. We make jokes. We have dark sense of humor. Like the jokes that me and my friends and our people find funny.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, there's always going to be some dickhead on the internet who's going to pretend it's the worst thing ever. Like, my friendship group is named Racism. Like, that's what the group chat's called. Like, that's the kind of stuff we do. So even if I would have had the foresight, I would have gone through and thought, oh, that's just funny. Yeah. Oh, that's just a joke.
People could not understand that you were just fucking around, and it's like satire. Yeah, like, it's not real. It's just a joke. It's like comedians. Absolutely. They get let off the hook because it's their job. They're comedians. They can say wild shit. But for some reason, you can't. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, and I think it's, once again, it's selective outrage. It's false morality. It's actually weaponized morality. When someone's trying to call you a bad person, they pretend they're holier than thou, and they sit there and they go, oh, this person's bad, look at this joke. As if that guy insulting me isn't watching porn and yelling at his wife. Like, everyone's human.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck are these people to even throw stones?
But you know what? I think everyone has now come to realize that's what you're like, because I'm real. You were completely unhinged, like, before you popped off. Then you popped off, then everybody was analysing what you were saying. Then there was the cancellation, and then I think there was a phase where you kind of had to rebrand yourself a little bit because everybody was literally trying to get you for anything.
For anything.
And then now it's kind of gone back the other way, and I think the world in general is, they're not as, maybe not as sensitive as it used to be, because definitely a couple of years ago when the whole woke culture was at its peak, it was just, you couldn't say anything.
But you couldn't say anything and you couldn't do anything and you couldn't point out objective reality. I mean, once you had to pretend a man was a woman because he put a wig on, well, now you can't say anything that's true because we're living in a full false paradigm. The absolute slave mind was inflicted upon the entire population. And there are people who will say you're a bad person for pointing out objective reality. For saying a trans person is not really trans, you're a bad person. Or for saying that women are not as good at driving or not as strong as men makes you a bad person. No, it makes you a realist.
Yeah.
And if you're a realist, you're going to say certain things which are going to upset others. Like, I like to pride myself on being hyper-realistic. So are some of my opinions racist, misogynistic, or homophobic? Yes, I guess. Because I'm realistic. I'm a realist.
Yeah, and you're unapologetically yourself.
I'm unapologetically about it because I believe that that's how you win in this world. To be as competitive as possible, you need the best data set. And the best data set's reality. So, and I'm not saying exceptions don't disprove the rule. Of course, you can get Supercar Blondie or someone in here and she can drive great. Of course. I'm talking in general.
Yeah.
If you, in general, because you have to make general points. When you're on the internet, you can't make a point. Because people have said this to me. They say, oh, but you make such generalized points, and what about this person? Well, exceptions don't disprove the rule. If I say the sky is blue, everyone knows what I'm talking about. I can't talk. I can't get my point across if I say the sky is blue, unless it's raining, then it's gray. Unless it's a sunset, then it's red. But most of the time it's blue, but sometimes it's other colors. Like, how do you talk that way?
Yeah.
So I just say women can't drive because most of them fucking can. Sorry, Keir Starmer, add it to the fucking criminal file. Because they can't fucking drive. I don't trust them. So...
What's the situation with your social media accounts? Because I don't understand, especially after Trump came into power and he was pushing free speech, and then Zuckerberg was like, yeah, we also agree with the whole free speech thing. Why the fuck have you not got your Instagram back?
That's a great question. And I don't want to insult Zuck. I don't know his entire story, but from what I've seen, it looks like he bent to the wills of the Democrats and do whatever they wanted and censored everyone and destroyed everyone's life and hid Hunter Biden's laptop and hid COVID and literally did genuine damage to the American population. Like, he did criminal acts. This is criminal. And now the Republicans come along, he's flipped 180 and he's pretending. How much of him, if this is actually genuine from him, and how much of it is him just trying to save his own skin and flipping back and forth, I don't know. But he hasn't restored me, so I guess that says a lot. It's because he should restore me. But I'm banned on YouTube also. I'm banned on TikTok also. I'm banned on Skype. I'm banned on Uber. I'm banned on Gmail. I'm banned on WhatsApp. I'm banned on Airbnb. Like, you name an app, I'm banned.
Well, I remember there was a phase after the cancellation where they were deleting or shadow banning accounts.
Wait, we just made the wrong turn. We just did it.
Let's see how much extra
time it adds.
Hey, there it is.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. There we go.
Yeah, so there was a phase where anybody who was uploading content with your face or your voice, I don't know how the fuck they were able to detect it, it was getting removed, and then those accounts were also getting shadow banned. But I feel like it's not as strict as it used to be anymore.
No, it's not with YouTube and Meta. With YouTube and Meta, you can get away with posting me, but TikTok you can't.
Okay.
TikTok, to be fair, I mean, there was a time it was TikTok. There was a time I ran TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
like, it was TikTok. You couldn't get rid of me. And TikTok got very upset by that for a few reasons. One, I think, because they launched TikTok Store. And I was selling, obviously, my school, which teaches people how to make money online, via TikTok, and I wasn't using their store. So I made hundreds of millions of dollars without TikTok getting a penny, which pissed them off. That's the first thing. And I feel like no one can do to TikTok what I did. I think they've changed everything to make sure no one else pulls that off again.
Yeah. That you literally changed the game.
I literally changed the game. And then TikTok was going to get banned by the American government. Yeah. They were in Senate and they were talking about how dangerous TikTok is, the Chinese own it and all this shit, whether that's true or false. But at the time, the Democrats were in charge and the Democrats don't like me. So TikTok was desperate to save its skin to get rid of me. And I would argue that TikTok is the only platform that has successfully got rid of me. Like, Meta hasn't banned me, YouTube hasn't banned me, I'm all over them. Yeah. If other people post me, I'm all over it. But TikTok, you can't post anything of me. They will take it down so fast. And not just me. It can be a cartoon version of me. It can be me with a voice changer. It can be me inverted so the AI can't detect it. It can be the back of my head. It can be my Bugatti. It can be my house in Romania. It can be anything associated with me.
But it's weird though, because technically it's owned by China, so I wouldn't imagine China got a problem with you.
No, I don't think China do, but they were just trying to keep their app. Oh, am I going to the airport? Fuck, Dubai, bro. Dubai.
Yeah, guys, we are Terminal 3.
Terminal 3, yeah. Hope I don't end up having to park and shit.
Have you got the jet there waiting for us? Where are we off to?
Yeah, it's back. It's back collecting wives. We'll be back soon. Yeah, so we're in the airport. But TikTok has successfully banned me, but I think they were just trying to save their skin because they were scared of getting banned, and they got banned anyway. Mm-hmm. And now there's a buy bid going through. A lot of different billionaires are putting in money to try and get TikTok. There's a guy called Rick, who's an American billionaire out of Wisconsin. I looked him up. I didn't really know much about him, but I was just researching who's going to buy TikTok, and I looked him up. And he seems like a good guy. He really wants to make TikTok American again. Seems really patriotic. So I hope he gets it. And then I hope free speech comes back. There is nothing the news can say about somebody that I will instantly believe. I just don't believe them. I'm like, I don't care what you say because you lie.
Well, the moment they go after someone, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'll respect that person more.
Well, this is the thing. In an empire of lies, you have to make the bad people look good and the good people look bad. Yeah. Michelle Obama just launched her podcast. No one watches it. Everyone's making fun of her. I thought she was adored because the media and the Matrix and the machine convinces you that everyone loves Michelle Obama. Turns out, once you put her out in the free market of ideas, she's hated. And let's look at the inverse. The media, the newspapers will convince you that I am hated. I can't walk down the street without crowds screaming my name. I'm loved. So the good people are talked about as if they're bad, like Trump, and the bad guys are talked about as if they're good. We're living in literally upside down world. Yeah. And they're doing that to keep us off center so that we can never gather our spirit and powers long enough to unite and prevent ourselves from being perma-fucked. Because that's what's happening now in Western democracies. The average man is getting perma-fucked in every way. His wife doesn't respect him. The kids are learning bullshit in school. He has no chance of a retirement, no chance of being rich. He's not even respected. The average man's going out there building the roads, bro, and no one has respect for him. How can you sit in the sun all day long building roads, and when you meet a woman, her be like, I don't want to be with a builder. I want to be with a guy who's a millionaire who can buy me a handbag. Bitch, those roads. You need roads. Yeah. What the fuck do you do? Instagram selfies? Suck dick? Bro, they don't do anything, these chicks. But they want to look down on men who do honest, hard labor. Yeah. Like, the whole world's fucked. And they want to keep us off kilter so no one realizes that. The reason they fear me so heavily is because I'm effectively a men's right activist. I say, well, men are allowed to want things too. They say, well, we want a man who's rich, and we want a man who's successful and high value and good looking and tall. That's what I want. Say, I don't want a hoe. Well, and then they lose their mind.
Yeah.
But I don't want a girl who's fun. I don't want a tunnel. You know, like, why are we not allowed standards?
Well, I think you came into the scene when it was needed most. That's one of the reasons why you had so much popularity, is because, like, fucking finally someone is saying it. Like, someone is standing up for the men.
Absolutely. And no one's standing up for men. And let's remember, more men go to jail, more men commit suicide, more men are depressed. Men's lives are much worse than women's lives. Yeah. The average male life sucks. Even if you're an average female, if you get in enough group, or if you're sexually liberated enough, you'll end up on a millionaire's table to live in a millionaire's life as an average ass chick. Cheerleader effect. We can have 3 9s and a 7. Who cares? You know, like, who gives a shit? As an average dude, that doesn't happen. So, yeah, as a man, it's this constant, never-ending quest to become the top 1%, which is extremely difficult to do. And then you have a life worth living. But if you're a female, you don't have that quest. A woman doesn't wake up the way I wake up. I've already got hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm arguably one of the most well-known people on the planet. And I've succeeded plenty. But when I wake up in the morning, I still have instant anxiety, like, shit, so much to get done. Fuck, okay, bang. And the girls I wake up with, girls, however many there are, they wake up and like, I'll take selfies today. Oops, we lost them. I'll take selfies today, or they wake up with so much peace and so much time. They're like, I'll have breakfast. I think I'll sit by the pool and work it out later. And that's actually beautiful because that's feminine. I don't want a woman who wakes up like a soldier. Yeah. But the masculine imperative is the opposite.
Yeah, it's so fucking competitive, especially in today's world with social media. Even me just living out here, like, you look around, you see how much wealth there is, how many guys are kind of working on themselves, self-improvement. like, even though I've achieved a fair amount, there's still other people out there where I'm thinking, nah, like I need to be the top dog.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if you're not, like that woman who you're dating or you're seeing, she's always gonna have her eyes looking around for who's the best that she can get.
100%.
Like, even if she's talking to a number of different guys, I always want to make sure I'm the top one. I'm first choice.
That's the masculine imperative, right? We all want to be the king of the empire, and that's what built the modern world.
Mm-hmm.
All of this shit, everything around us, the roads we're driving on, the buildings we see, electricity, this Bugatti, whatever you name, the camera, it doesn't matter what it is. All of it was created and invented and built by men because men want to fuck. That's it.
Yeah.
Men trying to access females built the entire world. So it's a very powerful driving force.
Yeah.
And it's basically the driving force behind all things. But now it's all completely skewed, and there's a bunch of men who realize they'll never stand a chance, so they're checking out of the game. And that's why you have 30-40% of men just don't even talk to girls anymore. Why deal with the risk and the headache and the bills and the problems of these entitled females who don't even have respect for the honest, hard work you put in as a full-grown man? The Lambo would sneak under here, by the way. The Lambo would sneak under, but we got the Bugatti. We can try. So you got scared. I was about to fuck my Bugatti up for the video. You see my commitment? You see my commitment to the pod? How much is the new windscreen? 400 grand. No big deal. Let's just change it. Drive to Kernenzeg for a week.
By the way, did Bugatti ever reach out to you? Like, because that was probably the best marketing that they could have possibly ever wished for.
It was, but you know what? Bugatti are French. You know? He says weird things on the internet. They probably like it one side, and the other side, they're probably crying their eyes out. You know, they're French. How many French people do you like?
I don't have any French friends.
Me neither. So, let's leave it at that. Let's park here?
Yeah. Well, I think they owe you a Bugatti, to be honest.
I think they owe me a fucking couple, to be honest.
Right, so we're Oxygen Gym, opened a couple months ago. This is probably one of Dubai's best gyms in terms of the equipment, just the size, the facility. No females, no music, strictly halal environment, no distractions.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Get the job done.
Brownie?
We need to get Andrew his 17th coffee of the day.
Exactly. 2 iced Americanos and 2 iced lattes. Mussel sandwich. And a mussel sandwich. I have to try and compete with Mr. Big here. I'm trying to do my best. The reason I don't do videos is because what they do is they say, oh, can you do a video for my cousin Shane? And you say, oh, hey Shane, good to see you soon, whatever, some bullshit. Shane then runs around and raises money for cryptocurrency, pretending he's your fucking business partner. It's happened to me twice, bro. Twice, and I end up getting the court documents. I get subpoenaed to court for fraud. I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't even met this guy. I got this going on in Turkey right now. Some dude in Turkey took a selfie with me and raised a bunch of money.
Twisting it into a testimonial.
Bro, it was wild. So now they're like, can you do a video for my friend? I'm like, no way.
What's the best way to, if someone's going to approach you, how do they do it without pissing you off?
Yeah, a lot of them are okay and they're quite respectful. I think there's just a time and a place. Like if we're filming something, they should see we're filming. Or if I'm eating with my kid, I'm eating with my kid. If I'm walking around, I'm pretty okay with it. I try and do as many as I can. I don't like to say no. What I actually hate is when they run on me.
Yeah, but they run behind.
Yeah, you're standing there. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it scares me. Dubai not so bad, but when people were running up on me in Miami, I stopped leaving the house. I was like, fuck this.
It's fucking bigger than mine.
What training you doing, bro? What the fuck?
Jeez.
Just do some push-ups there. Yeah. Listen now.
There's a couple push-ups here and there. Just let him take the workout today.
That's right.
Here we fucking go.
Got everything.
Anything in particular you want to train, or just overall upper body?
You're the boss, bro. I don't care. This is your specialty. The lateral super incline press. Sounds like the kind of thing Mike would do. Well, I'm just going to quickly do a couple drop sets of isolateral super incline presses.
This is super incline as well, holy shit.
Here I am in my fucking swim shorts. With my watch on. Doing my super laterals. Did you just warm up? Yeah. I don't believe in warm-ups. Sorry, can't do warm-up. Let's go. Don't believe in warm-ups. It's against my
Coming from the guy with the fucking torn bicep.
That was round 8. I was warmed up by then. That was round 8. Warm-ups are against my religion.
Guys, you should probably warm up.
Listen to Mike, all right? Don't listen to me.
What is your like training routine like at the moment? Is it a routine, or is it just staying?
I'm always in different places, and I can't go to public gyms very easily. How many are we doing?
Just do biceps.
It's just whatever I can get hold of. Most of the time, it's just dumbbells, and I just fuck around with them in the garden.
As you do.
Yeah, I just get dumbbells and just shoulder press them. Yeah, I just do that for like a day.
Why are you doing that though?
Because I'm sitting down and I'm on my computer.
Yeah. And there's a lot of sitting down on the computer.
I have lots of work to do. That's my workout regimen. It's like, what can I do at the same time as manage the empire? Right? Coffee. Complete. Day done. All right, so about 80 kilo here. That's a lot. 80. How many did you do? 8.
You are pretty fucking strong. You're pressing.
Am I? All right, so we got 80 kilo.
In the last video, the one you did with Bradley, you're keeping up with us.
Doing all right. 8.
Oh wait. Yes.
Let's try. I don't know strength benchmarks. I don't know, but isn't 100 kilo like an objective for some people to bench, like to pull off 100 kilo
when I
bench?
was university, when I just signed up, my goal was to do 10 reps on 100 kilograms. And the moment I did that, I felt like I was a fucking man.
Superman, huh?
It took like nearly a year.
I bet.
But I remember when I did it, it was when I first held the bar.
Yeah, you can hold it. Yeah.
8.
Got it.
You got goals like in terms of your physique, the way you look, you working on anything, or you're pretty content?
I'm telling you, bro. I like to train every day because it's good for my mind.
Yeah.
But it depends on the day I have. If I'm in some random hotel and I have nothing, I just do push-ups. If I have, like at home now, I have some dumbbells like 12 kilo each.
Yeah.
So I'll just do a couple thousand overhead presses. I'm on my laptop. I just randomly choose what I've got at the day. I never go gym.
Yeah.
I don't have time usually, so it's random.
You look more facially chiseled compared to last time.
I think I've lost some weight though. I'm like 91 kilo now. I used to be like 95.
Yeah.
I'm 91 now. So I'm getting skinny.
You
The stress.
Still on 1 meal a day.
Say again?
Still on 1 meal a day.
1 meal a day, yeah. And coffees.
Yeah.
Speaking of, thank you.
Look at that. An assortment.
Yes, please. We need the boss man on here. Show us what you can do.
You want to do a set? Come on.
We're going to set the record and we're going to try and beat it. Let's put 30 on each side so it's 60 kilo and do as many as you can. And we're going to try and do it. So let's take one of the 20s off each one.
Do you want to warm up or are you going to be okay?
It's fine.
It's fine.
He better not need to warm up. He's my bodyguard, bro. There's no time for warming up on the street. Like it goes, bro. There's no time to start stretching.
Wait.
27.
Mr. Endurance. That's what your name is. Mr. Endurance.
That's what I want to try. Endurance. It's my only chance of winning.
I fucking hate endurance.
It's my only chance of winning.
This is my.
So come on, set the record. This is set the record, and I'm going to try and beat it. Going second gives you an advantage, though.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Push.
25.
You do know that going second is a huge cheat.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit now that going second makes it easy because I'm definitely going to do 26. 100% going to do 26. And if I went first, I would have done 25 and he would have done 26. That's what's annoying about it. Going second is a cheat. So for the next one, I have to go first, I guess. 26.
Easy.
If I do train weights, so I do like like this, like middle kind of heavyweight, loads and loads and loads of reps.
Yeah.
I never go heavy because I hurt myself. I don't know how close do you get to your max without hurting yourself?
It's all about the form and the technique.
Oh, I don't have that.
Yeah. So
I don't have form or technique. I just move it.
I got 17 years of perfected form, so I know.
Of course.
I know what I can handle.
I've got 17 coffees.
He's quite strong, eh?
The security guard or Tate?
Both.
Both of them are fucking strong. And whenever it comes to endurance, he'll smoke me.
Am I doing this or am I doing it like this?
Push down. And then drive up with it. There we go. That's better. Good. Slow down.
Oh, slow.
Slow it down. We don't need to go fast with these.
We do.
We do not.
Do you build a different kind of muscle depending on the speed you do?
Yeah, you've just got number one, there's more tension on the working muscle. Number two, when you slow it down, you have more control. You have more time to think about which fibers are doing the work. Sometimes if you go too fast, you can't control what is doing what.
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I just feel like, and I know nothing, in case this goes viral in the fitness community, but fuck off, dorks.
You get the fitness science community going.
I feel like if I do it quickly, I build muscle that's quicker. Is that real?
Yeah. If you're doing fast explosive reps, then you're working on that explosive power.
I'm just trying to be as fast as possible, you know, because big men coming after me, I gotta just be quick.
I'm fucked. I'll be like,
it's coming.
would you ever get back in the ring again?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, I've been offered $100 million. I'm gonna have to go beat someone up for $100 million, aren't I?
Who would you want it to be?
Who I'd want? I mean,
mil.
yeah, I don't give for that kind of money. I don't give a fuck. Who do I want? Who do I dislike? I'm full of love. I don't dislike anybody. There's a whole bunch of people who dislike me and talk shit about me. I don't care. I have no emotional interest in other people. I'm too selfish to dislike anyone.
What would you rather?
I don't give a fuck.
Would it be Jake Paul, McGregor, Mayweather?
I mean, those are names that would sell. So I guess whoever pays me $100 million would want to choose a name that sells for obvious reasons. But do I want to like fight? Do I want to hurt these people? No.
Well, the thing is as well, is like there is quite a lot to lose. Like if you imagine if you got knocked out,
yeah,
you lose a lot of aura.
It's true, but that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It's true, but that's impossible.
You gotta have that mindset.
No, that's impossible. Like it's not gonna happen. So I'm not worried about that. That's imaginary.
It's not safe.
If I get struck by lightning, like that's not real. I'll win. There's no doubt about it. I'll win. It's just who do I want to win over? We'll see. But you know, I've still got fights ongoing. I'm fighting the legal system. I've already got my fights right now. I've got battles. Like, I've got enough going on, and
nice. Training like Mikey T. Keep going. Hopefully
so weird doing it slow.
Burns though, doesn't it? I suppose it's a different burn.
It just feels different, yeah.
It is fucking boring. But I love it. I don't know why. I just fucking love it.
No, I've got, and you know what? I've been working pretty hard. I need to enjoy my life as well. Like,
you remember last time when I was saying like, do you ever get some downtime? You were like, oh, I should probably take a page out of your book, sit around the pool.
Yeah, Mr. fucking Muscles by the pool with his shisha and his fucking girls. I've seen your Instagram. I know him, Mr. fucking Thurston. When am I at the pool? Never. Where's my women? At home.
Do you even get time
None.
by yourself?
None.
I have never seen you alone unless you're just in a room filming something.
Literally none. If I, like yesterday, every day somehow ends up being full. Like it's ridiculous. I woke up today at like 6:30. I had to go do a second part of a medical test for here. I had to go film collecting a bunch of watches. I did that. And then I went home, got the Bugatti, came here to see you. I'm with you till 8 or 9. And then I have to meet a friend around 10. I'll go to bed at like 1 and I'll be up at 6 again. Every day's the same. I have no time for anything.
Do you miss that alone time?
I don't know if I'd be bored. Maybe. I do kind of miss it. Sometimes I feel like it'd be nice to just get in the car and go driving around with my chick or whatever like I used to. But
But even if it's yourself, just have a conversation with yourself and reflect and think.
Yeah, I don't.
When the fuck do you get to think these days?
Don't have any of that. No, none of that, unfortunately. Every day is ridiculous. And I say that, and they go, "It can't really be every day." It literally is. Every day is ridiculous.
I remember when you were here last time, when we went to a couple parties. Still, like, there was work to be done. You couldn't. You had like a table full of girls wanted to talk to you, and you were like, "Nah, I got business to do all the time."
100%. Girls don't pay my bills. I pay theirs. Fuck them. What do women give me? I mean, I need children because I'm Genghis Khan and I want 30, 40 kids. But besides women, I can't think of anything that a woman adds to my life. People will say emotional support. That's a fucking lie. You know where you get emotional support from? Your brothers and guys. You go to your fucking chick for emotional support. She just leaves. If you have a problem, the best she can do is say, "Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be okay." Back to Netflix. They don't give a fuck. What do women add to my life besides children? That's it. I want kids, so I don't really want to be sitting around talking to some bitch and fucking taking her Mykonos and buying her shit. Maybe I'm boring. I just like, this is boring. I don't see what I'm getting out of this. Boyfriend of the year. The girls are like, you're basically a billionaire, and like, yeah, I'm basically a billionaire, and you go nowhere. Sit home.
I was a sucker for that, but it like that's like a week of your life gone.
Yeah.
Like to entertain.
Yeah.
Make sure she has a great time.
100%. And what do you get at the end of it? Nothing.
Anxiety because you've been away from work for a week.
100%. Even some dudes think they get sex, but I don't think you get sex as a man. I think you give sex.
Yeah.
Women want sex more than men do, and we're giving it to them. We do all the work.
But I notice if I have morning sex and I try and train legs,
Yeah, you're fucked.
it's not the best leg work.
Yeah. So I just want children and to work on my empire until they eventually shoot me. Maybe if I do these slow enough, my muscles will become bulletproof, and the bullets will bounce off of me. Is that 9? Maybe. But yeah, like sometimes I like to go to a beach club, have a shisha, whatever. But I'm trying to think what I do for fun. Driving cars is the only thing I do for fun, and I only do that in Europe because it's the only place you can race around at 300 miles an hour. In Dubai, there's no point you can't even drive fast, and I wouldn't.
But at least in Dubai, you don't get black points. You just get peppered with fines.
Yeah.
But it's not the most scenic.
No, but like I like the bendy mountain roads through Dracula. Like you have to come to Romania one time. I have to show it to you, and I'm not saying it's better than anywhere else you've been. I am just saying that it's unique.
Yeah.
Because most places in the world nowadays feel the same. If you go to Ibiza and Mykonos and you're at a beach club, how different is it? It's the same. If you go to a high street in France or Germany, same stores, same shops, all feels the same. Romania is one of those places on the planet where you look around and go, okay, I've never been anywhere like this. It feels unique, which makes it cool, because that's hard to find nowadays.
Yeah.
So we'll race around the mountains and we'll sleep in Dracula's castle, we'll play poker, try and bankrupt you. It'll be fun.
You bought that castle here?
We were building a
Who
castle.
Were you in Hamburg? Where did it be? No, not Hamburg.
Budapest.
Hungary. Hungary?
I do not own any castles in Hungary. Well, they'll have to know.
Cut them.
Leave it in. I'm such a troll. I can't help it. When I'm sitting with the cops and I'm just like, you know, you didn't find all my stuff. I just have to tell them. I just can't stop myself. You know when you're like a kid and your parents are telling you off and they're saying, you better not talk again. And you're just like, and you can't help it.
Well,
that's me sitting there with the police.
I do have 3 castles.
That's me sitting there with the police. They're like, oh, and we're going to seize this much from you. I was like, you didn't find anything. So fucking take it. I got a big mouth. I can't help. No, they hate me.
You don't have a big mouth.
It's funny though.
Mr. Tate, can I bother you for a second? I'm a big fan. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, bro.
I found my long lost brother, Mr. Tate, the real Top G. You're parked next to my car, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, which color is your guy?
Love you, man. Take care. Thank you. Have a good day, Mike. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
It's like a bent over road.
Sick.
But your ass is just supported.
Sick.
Just bent over a row. I always do like one more set. Tell the muscles what's going to happen. Then I'll
My muscles are not allowed to know in advance.
You got to shock.
I have to shock them. So like I have to quickly, like the punch is coming, fuck. You know? No warm-ups. Well, I do need coffee. How old are you now?
How old do I look?
Oh, for fuck's sake. 30.
Such a female response.
35, 36?
34.
34?
35 this year though.
I was told when this happened that your elasticity in your tendons decreases as you age or some shit. And once you're past 30, it's common, this injury. The bicep, they say it happens a lot with tennis players.
Yeah, well, anybody who plays football, they ruin their Achilles. Your body is definitely more fragile, but I don't know when the prime is.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even hit the prime.
I feel strong as fuck. If I didn't have this, but this doesn't even bother me, really. I can feel a loss of strength in my left arm a bit, but people just mention it all the time, so I'm mentioning it. But I feel just as good. The only thing I notice is that I heal slow.
Yeah, but there's so much stuff out there now. If you've got the money and the resources.
If only I could just get rich.
What do you need?
What do I need, stem cells or some shit?
Yeah, I had stem cells.
Are they good?
It's really hard to track and see, okay, so how much of an effect did it have?
Yeah.
But I would say I feel stronger.
Yeah?
And I have more energy.
Stem cells. Maybe I should try that. Because currently it's just coffee and cigars.
Yeah.
I mean, coffee and cigars, though. If you combine the two, nicotine plus caffeine, it's got equal protein.
Yeah, and testosterone.
Testosterone, which I have naturally. I don't take anything. You know, more plates, more dates. He's
Derek.
yeah. I've done a blood test with him. Supposedly it's coming out soon.
Oh really? So you're gonna make a video?
Yeah. See what it goes. See how it goes.
See what's in the system of Andrew Tate.
Coffee. Coffee. No, but no one believes you. Coffee and cigars. You'll be fine.
I had to fix all of this stuff. As soon as I started filming myself, when I started YouTube in 2016, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna get called out here, so I need to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah. But I do box a lot, like 3 or 4 times a week.
Really? Do you?
Yeah.
You're a boxer?
A little bit. Kickboxer, actually. I just stopped kicking because I got lazy. Kicks take too much energy.
Can you still get your leg high?
I can still do it, but I just prefer to punch.
Nice.
Because I can punch in the garden. It's easy. Like if you kickbox, you need like a mat. In the garden, you just put shoes on, put gloves on, and just box. So straight back. So wait,
So feet a little bit higher up.
Yep.
Straight. You feel the pull on your hamstring.
Yep.
Straighten up. Stick your ass out.
Yeah, like this.
There we go.
All right. 10.
8. Shoulders right back. That's it. Squeeze it. Pinch everything together. Yes. Much better.
So much technique involved.
There really is.
Yeah, there is.
Well, I remember when you were teaching me how to punch, I was pretty shit at that, wasn't I?
I wouldn't say you were shit, but there's a way to do it and there's a way to do it. When it comes to fighting, anyone can hit hard. Like any jackass on the street can come up and hit you in the face, it's gonna fucking hurt. The art is not getting hit and also being able to be as energy efficient as possible so you can punch for as long as possible. That's the thing. If you pivot and use your weight and you can get a hard punch without, because if you do this, you get tired. That's all it is. Stamina.
Yeah.
Fighting stamina. But if you're fighting in a club, that doesn't matter. You got the fucking 20 seconds and it's over. So
a lot of people, when we did that last video, the amount of comments of people saying that you're a good coach.
yeah.
Yeah.
Should open a gym, shouldn't I? Tate's hell pit, where people come to suffer and die.
Is the war room still going strong?
War room's still going strong, but Dubai is full of war room members. They've got like 100 members here or something in this one city. You see them everywhere. It's kind of like Fight Club, you know, Tyler Durden when he keeps running into people. People keep coming up to me and go, I'm in the war room. I'm like, it's crazy.
It was funny, there was, after you blew up, there was a lot of people trying to imitate you. Like they were trying to be the next, especially when you were off the scene, you were in jail. Everyone's like, who's going to take the crown? But nobody could do it.
Yeah, there's a unique blend that I think makes my brand, but the truth about it now, especially at the current point I'm in, there's a lot of suffering involved in my brand. Like it's quite difficult to just get a nice car and get some money and say all these motivational things. It's motivation, and when you're speaking to try and fire people up, a lot of that comes from a place of pain. I'm fortunate enough to have had enough negative experiences that I can articulate in a way that make people understand. If you don't have negative experiences, then what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I've seen here, a lot of people have come into money, but it's like, well, what else have you done?
That's right. You caught a crypto pump. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
No one gives a shit, right? Part of me kind of hopes that they send me down for 20 years. Because I'll come out with the best stories. I will. I don't care. I'll keep having kids, and I'll hopefully go to some Eastern European gulag for 20 years. Come out with a long beard. Imagine that podcast. He'll still have Mr. fucking Muscles. He'll still be there. You'll look the same. I'll look like
I'll be
shit.
reverse aging.
I'll look like shit. You'll be full of stem cells. It'll be great. That's what life's for as a man. Life's for stories.
Yeah.
And if you want to have an interesting story, there has to be danger or pain involved. If there's no risk of danger or there's no pain involved, how interesting can the story be? Think about it.
Yeah.
Like the coolest stories are explorers who risk their lives or fighters who go get hurt or whatever. If I were to tell you right now, tell me your coolest story, it would be when something bad almost happened or did happen.
Yeah.
It's life. So this Romania shit, it's a cool fucking story. I mean, it sucks.
I think at the time,
it sucks.
at the time it sucks.
It sucks, but it's a story.
Yeah.
So it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah, whenever something is going really bad in your life, just think, well, one day
It's just funny.
I'll look back and it's going to be funny.
Unless they break you, it's always funny. Yeah. Unless they break you. So as long as you can resist here to the end, one day you're gonna look back and just laugh. I mean, I'll be real honest. Authorities, I've learned no lessons. I've learned nothing. Do it. You need to try again because I think it's hilarious. So you can rearrest me. I mean, what the fuck are you to do? I'm not gonna say sorry for anything. I don't give a shit. I think it's funny. Isn't that the best possible existence a man can have? To piss off his enemies and go to war with them and hear the lamentations of the opposing army as your ideology conquers the minds of the NPCs they were trying to enslave. Isn't that the whole fucking point?
Yeah.
Isn't the whole point for them to say some bullshit and you come along and reprogram everybody and say no? And everyone be like, yeah, fuck you. And then them come for you and lock you in jail and take all your stuff. The Matrix has attacked me, fuck you. And then you get thrown into a fucking dungeon with cockroaches. Isn't that the whole point of life? Isn't that the fun? He went to Egypt. Went to a nice hotel.
I was just absorbing the culture.
Yeah, well, I absorbed the culture of Romanian jail. And I had a great fucking time.
Yeah, if you think about who's had the maddest story over the past 2 to 3 years, probably you.
Probably. I mean, you definitely may have had more fun and more comfort. But when it comes to story, so there's always good and bad. I'm not saying that one's even better than the other. I'm saying there's silver linings.
But too much comfort is boring.
Of course it is.
I've gone through those stages where I've had especially living here. Things can get too easy and too comfortable.
Yeah.
And I get to the point where I travel, I'm in a different bed, I'm like, ugh, this mattress is too hard for me.
This pillows. Yeah, no, it's true. And too much pain is bad because then your emotions turn off and you lose your humanity. Like some of those people that were in that jail for 10, 20 years, they've lost their humanity, they become stone. So you need the balance of it. But the truth is, and I've often asked myself this question, if I could go back in time and not fly to Romania so I didn't get arrested, I still would have gone. Yeah. I still would have said, okay, let me move a few cars, let me hide some shit. But I 100% would have gone.
Because I remember Tristan, he messaged me, he was like, what's Courchevel like? Is this where you were going to stop off there, go Courchevel?
Bro, we were supposed to go Courchevel for New Year's. Tristan asked you what Courchevel was like. We were only going to stop in Romania for a day to pack.
Yeah.
And we landed.
I think about that. I think
we landed and that was 3 years.
If I'd told you guys, hey, look, I got a bad feeling about this, you should probably stay in Dubai.
Yeah.
You would have been like, no.
No, I'll tell you the craziest story I never heard before. I've never told before. It's the craziest story. In around September, before I came to Dubai, I was in London and I was in an Uber. And my Uber driver was Romanian. And he goes, oh, you live in Romania? I was like, yeah. He goes, what's your name? It's Andrew Tate. He goes, I've heard of you. I was like, oh, cool. People have heard of me. He goes, why do you live in Romania? I was like, I like it. It's a nice country. It's very safe. It's a nice place. He goes, I've heard from some Romanians you're going to get arrested. An Uber driver. And Romanians love to talk. They love to, it's like a chatterbox place. And I was like, oh, I've already been arrested. That's bullshit. It's all gone away. He goes, no, I heard that you're going to be arrested. And I was like, maybe I will, maybe. I didn't think too much of it. I was like, all right, I didn't consider a human trafficking charge and 3 years in jail. I thought maybe it's going to be some tax bullshit or some speeding video or something. So I ignored him totally, and I mentioned to Tristan, I was like, this Uber driver's going to get arrested. He goes, oh, the Uber driver said you're going to get arrested. I was like, good point. I mean, who gives a shit? Turns out the Romanians had all been fucking talking about this big case they were building on me for ages, and someone's cousin told someone's cousin who was an Uber driver. So I actually heard about this in advance. But I didn't consider it. I didn't cross my mind. Then I started saying that they're gonna arrest me for something on podcasts. I wasn't saying it because of that Uber driver at all. The two weren't linked. I just felt the heat increasing, like my bank account would be locked, or my accountant would get new tax papers, or someone who I used to go to school with would be contacted by the media, or I just felt heat. And then I started saying it. And it's only now, this is the first time I've ever told this story about the Uber driver, because truthfully, it's the first time in a few years I've even remembered that happened. It didn't really cross my mind, and now I'm thinking that old motherfucker told me. So wild.
He's giving you a heads up.
Fucking wild. But if you listen to everything Uber drivers say, you'll be able to fuck out of a crack at it. So what do you do, right? Fucking wild. Wild.
But you know if you had surgery, does that correct it visually?
I don't think so.
So something like that.
I think it's fucked. I think if you rip it and you get it done instantly, it's okay. But the Romanian judge told me I'm not allowed surgery. I was like, well, my arm's fucking broken. But I don't care. Stay in your house.
So nice.
Yeah, very nice. And my mom had a heart attack. I couldn't see her either. Fucking wild, though. So the real question is, Ken, where do you want to go to jail? Mike?
When do I want to go to jail?
Where? We're going to sort out the when. Let's plan a real holiday. Fuck this Egypt stuff. Let's go to jail. Where do you want to go to jail? Yes.
Okay. Do you know what though?
Let's plan a really good trip let's do a really good video for Mike's channel. Me and Mike go to jail. Where? Let's plan it.
Not here. I've heard bad things about Dubai jail.
What have you heard?
It's fucking grim.
Just like this?
Yeah. Keep it super neat like that all the time.
Keep those.
And then just come to it. I heard jail here, there's no air conditioning, the food is trash, they don't turn the lights off. You're basically in a cell with loads of other people. It stinks and it's dirty.
Yep.
But I think that's just classic jail, really.
Unless you're in Norway, then you get fucking IKEA furniture and a free apartment. We can go to jail in Norway, probably have a great time.
But you know, when you say jail, am I in a cell by myself?
No.
Or am I
do the whole jail experience.
No, but am I with you in a room? Or am I by myself? In solitary
I guess it depends on what jail we go to. I was with some other guys, and I was with Thurston, and there were periods I was alone. They just move you around.
Does that make a huge difference?
Of course it will.
Imagine you're alone with your own thoughts every day.
Yeah.
No book.
Yeah.
I
only had that for about 10 or 11 days.
I'd go insane. I'd do a lot of push-ups.
You do lots of push-ups. The thing about jail that was weird is that in the outside world, if you have a thought, you satisfy that thought. If you think of someone, you text them. If you think of an idea, you look it up. If you think of a question, you Google the answer. You instantly satisfy your thoughts. Whereas when you're stuck in jail, you'll think of something. What's the capital of Aruba? You're like, what is the capital of Aruba? What is the capital? And you'll be stuck with it. It's weird. We don't have that in the modern world. If you think of something, like if you think, what's it like in Kinshasa? You just go to YouTube and type Kinshasa travel, and you see the capital of the DRC. But in jail, you don't have these things, so you're stuck with these ideas, or stuck on people, or stuck on, what's that bitch doing? You know, you get your jail phone, where you been today? You know, it's weird, it's weird. Because you can't just text them. It's weird.
Have you seen that one in El Salvador?
The jail, the default thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it does look crazy.
They got 30, 40 people in one cell.
Yep.
No mattresses, just a metal bed.
Yep.
In there with killers.
Yep.
For life.
Yep. I probably shouldn't be doing biceps, should I? I mean, I'll be honest with you. You know what surprised me most about jail? Murderers are not how I imagined them to be. You imagine murderers to be the hardest people in jail? But I wouldn't say that. I'd say the murderers were, in many ways, looked the most emotional. Like the kind of guy who would cry or lose his temper. They looked more emotional.
They didn't have control of their
They didn't have control. So the murderers were they'd cry fastest, the murderers. The people who looked like the ice cold guys, A lot of them were the financial crimes guys. Those are the people who really didn't give a fuck. I'm telling you. They probably stole 20, 30 million and they're like, oh, I'll go do some jail. Who cares? I'm rich for life. They seemed more ice cold than the murderer. The murderer was a bit more like twitchy or get upset. Maybe it's just the ones I met. Of course, I didn't meet every murderer, but it was weird.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
There's no control over the emotion.
I didn't make a murderer apologize to me. He bumped into me in the fucking hallway. Bumped into me. I said, sorry. He didn't say anything. I said, no. I said sorry to you. I said sorry. I just got here. Show respect. I said fucking sorry to you. You're ignoring me like I'm a dickhead. Say sorry. He goes, ooh. I was like, yeah, ooh, dickhead. Because I just turn up. I don't know who these people are. Guy goes to me later. He killed 2 people. I was like,
Did they all know who you were?
They all knew who I was.
Was there an element of respect?
Yeah, no one had a problem with me. Everyone was okay. A couple small things like that, but everyone. I think 99% of the time, if people know you will fight, they'll leave you alone. Everyone wants to fight the guy who won't fight. This is a story of life. Everyone wants to pick on the man who won't fight. If they know you will fight, it's a whole different calculation. Even if they know they can beat you, it's still a whole new calculation.
Okay.
And there was never any doubt that my brother and I would fight. So they're like, okay, well, they're gonna try back. So we can't just be 4 of us against them 2. We have to have like 10 of us. It's a different calculation. As if they thought we wouldn't, they could intimidate us, just a couple of them or whatever. So we had none of those problems. And I guess you could apply it to everything. Like, I think my brother and I have also made it very clear to every fucking government and every single news outlet. I'm not scared of you people. BBC would sit down with me and talk to me like they had a position of authority over me. I was fucking flabbergasted when I was doing these interviews, and the reporter's sitting there going, well, what about, excuse me, you work for a fucking organization which harbors pedophiles. Don't sit here in my house and pretend that you have authority over me. You're a dipshit. You're a brokey and you're very low paid. So speak to me with some fucking respect or get the fuck out. I don't have to answer your questions. You're not the police. I tell the police to fuck off. Don't question me like I have to answer you. I don't know if you saw, there's a video like a month ago, I was going to the police station and some BBC reporter said something to me and I said, you're a nobody.
No, I was in the car.
You're a fucking nobody, bro.
You're in the car, so you put the window down.
You're a nobody. He couldn't believe it. His face was like, oh, yes, you may work for the BBC, but I don't know your name and neither does anyone else. You are a nobody. You're a nobody. Fuck these people, bro. Fuck them. They're clowns. Vice News sitting there pretending they have moral authority and then they go bankrupt. Fucking bunch of jackasses. Fuck all these people.
Well, I imagine the only people who actually gave you like a fair platform to chat was podcasters.
Literally, that's the only people who were interested in both sides of the story. The media is the propaganda arm of the government, so they have a narrative they have to enforce. Anyone who thinks the media is interested in objective reality or truth doesn't understand the way the world works. Because why is the media even free? Let's analyze the media. You're a businessman, I'm a businessman. Who's paying for the media? Because it's pretty fucking expensive to fly a cameraman from London to Romania to follow me around so I can call him a nobody. Who's paying for his hotel, flights, food? Him, his sound man, the cameras? Who's paying for all this? Well, a government is, because no one's buying it. So why is the government doing it? So a government can enforce the ideas that it wants. It would be nonsensical to believe that a government has a particular geopolitical objective that MI6, MI5, whoever are aiming towards, let's say war in Ukraine, they want that. Mm-hmm. So they're going to allow the other arm of their government to make people not want that. It's like your left arm fighting your right arm. It's not that. They make a decision. This is what we want the government to do. And we're going to have a media that supports it. That's why if a white person kills someone, they put the white person's face on the news, murderer. And when an immigrant kills someone, they don't put the immigrant on the news, no face. Because they don't want to stop the immigration, because that's what they want this side, and they don't want the media to go against their own objective. Your left arm doesn't fight your right arm. So by telling everyone at home I'm bad, it's because they've decided I'm going against their objectives. They're not going to allow the media to give me a fair chance ever. Why would they? So it's all rigged. So they're nobodies. So fuck them. Fuck the BBC. Bunch of fucking pedos. Fuck these idiots.
Did you ever film any episodes, podcasts that didn't get put out?
Some I've done that didn't get put out? Yeah, I've done some that they didn't put out.
How do you feel about that?
Pussies, they're scared for their channels, I guess, or they scared of the backlash. People are lame, bro. I mean, it wasted my time.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. I've done one and never went out. I was like, well, you just fucking wasted my time.
Yep. People are lame. Yeah, people are lame, and everyone's a fucking tough guy when their ass isn't on the line. People are full of shit.
Was there anyone's behaviour that surprised you, once you did go to jail?
Yeah, you know, I had some surprises from men. I had some surprises from women. Like I had women, side chicks I didn't care about, who were fucking more involved than main chicks. So that surprised me. I had to reorder the whole roster when I got out. I was like, nope, you're up, you're down. So that surprised me a lot. And I had the same with some guys. Like everyone around me started getting a lot of heat. So you learn which ones were prepared to deal with that heat and which ones were like, I don't want the heat. Because there's a lot of people who are your friend and cool when everything's going well, but it's very different when their business starts getting shut down and their shit starts getting closed for knowing you.
Yeah.
Then they're like, wait, this is the problem here.
How's your the fire blood?
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Get this man some Fireblood. So let me explain the story of Fireblood. Let me explain the story of Fireblood because it's 100% legit. I said, why don't we just get like 1,000% of every vitamin in one scoop? And people said, well, you can't do that because some vitamins are poisonous.
They cancel each other out.
Yeah, some are poisonous. And I was like, well, then hire some motherfucker who knows what we can fucking do then. Which is what we did. And then he put together this scoop with all 1,000% of basically everything that we could do without hurting anyone, whatever. And then it tasted like complete shit.
It's supposed to though.
It tasted nasty. It's nasty. And he goes, what flavor do you want? And I said, what are the options? He's like, we have cookie crumble, cotton candy. I was like, this is gay. This is gay. I was like, I don't want any fucking flavor. I'm built different. So everyone goes to me, you can't sell a supplement that tastes bad. I said, yes, I can. So I was like, 1,000% of everything you need tastes like shit because life's hard. And that's how it fucking goes. And I drink it every morning. Yeah. I have Fireblood every morning, a glass every morning. It's the only supplement I take.
Yeah.
It's legit. So I'm going to give you some. You can analyze the packaging and you might know more than me. You can go through the stuff and what's in it, whatever. But I'm telling you, there's a notable difference.
Well, you know the thing is, if anything tastes too good,
there's sugar.
I question it. I'm like, well, what the fuck are you putting in
You
this?
can't add taste without adding crap you don't need.
Yeah.
Mine is just vitamins, amino acids, minerals. That's it. And it tastes like ass. And that's all it is. That's all it is. I'll give you a whole ton. So we're doing this like close together?
Yeah, try some.
I feel like my balance is going to be all over the place.
Keep your elbows tucked in.
How many?
Just 10. Nice.
So, in town.
Fucking Usher in the building. Who's your buddy? He's from where you're from. You're from North or something, you know? Where in England are you from?
Leeds.
Leeds?
Yeah, he's from.
Andrew, I want you to tell my friend he's a fat fuck.
No, I can't do videos. Only pictures. If I do videos, people get scammed. Watch the bar. Watch the bar.
No. I will
I'm
tell
just
him.
training.
I'll tell him we want this fat fuck to lose weight.
Nah, he'll work it out. Or he won't. He won't never have a girlfriend. It's not my problem. When's the last time you were in Leeds?
Saw the family at Christmas. I don't know, it's kind of nice to go back to see where I came from. But within 4 to 5 days, get me the fuck out. But I find it weird how there's so many people grew up in Leeds, but they decided just to stay there. Like, this is where I'm born, so I'm going to stay here for the rest of my life. It's like, why?
Of all the random places on earth, Leeds. It's true. Same with Luton.
But I had a great group of friends there.
Yeah.
Like, we just had a laugh, we fucked about, we insulted each other. Like, I think that's why I've been able to handle a joke. I don't take myself too seriously. I would say I'm pretty down to earth.
British have the best sense of humor on the planet. Well, they used to.
Yeah.
And England 10, 15 years ago was also the best place on the planet, bro. You could take a 20-pound note on a Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Have the time of your fucking life. Now you could have 10 grand a night in London. Shit.
When I went out as a student, I could get 3 treble vodkas for £5.
Yeah, bro. It was great. It was great.
I mean, absolutely.
No one died. It was fun. But now it's... Everyone's cool with me.
People can't be seen to
Like you. That's the problem. They all like DM me in private shit. Like, if I told you some of the celebrities I've spoken to, That's one of the most powerful people on the planet. But they're like, oh, the media right now. It's stupid.
I've seen Cristiano Ronaldo like your videos.
Yeah, he's the greatest. Better than Messi.
He followed one of the Hustlers University accounts.
Ronaldo gets it, bro. Yeah. Ronaldo gets it.
What's happening, G? Yeah. How are you?
Good, good, good.
Saw your Pagani as well.
The purple one.
Yeah. That's why I put the purple on. Perfect.
I haven't collected. I've been so busy since I got to Dubai. I've been here 2 weeks. Haven't collected my Pagani Euro. I haven't even seen it in my life.
Goals.
Bro,
That's what we need.
Yeah, goals.
We need hypercars which we've forgotten about.
Literally, I bought it years ago. I haven't even been to see it. I haven't got time. I've got Jescos I haven't seen. I've got all those cars. I haven't seen them. Never seen them. Sick, bro.
Yeah?
Sick.
One of one, bronze hypercross.
Sick. Nice color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that color. That's a nice color.
Inspired by you, obviously.
Oh, thank you. Sick. You know what? I was actually offered one of these. I can't remember. It was like 7-8 million or something, but I was on house arrest and I was like, why the fuck would I buy a boat from house arrest? And then I bought another one. I bought like a big boat like to live on, but I have a feeling this would be a lot more fun.
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty fast. 63 made in the world, 63 knots, full carbon fiber, fiberglass hull, 12 capacity, two bedrooms downstairs. Mike's been on it. Mike knows it's quite a lot of fun. But yeah, we're gonna put it through its paces today, and you're gonna take control of it.
Sick. Sick.
Yeah, man, proper.
Amazing.
Should we head on down?
Let's do it.
Come on.
Mr. Andrew Tate.
Oh, we got the chains out. I got the chains out. I got the chains out. You see? Got the chain out. I'll join you. Got the chains out.
Yeah.
Bro, and even exact same dashboard as the Lambo.
Yeah. We just need the Rebuildo steering wheel, which I've got upgraded to. Full carbon fiber mast as well on the roof. Full options. This is a high spec boat from Technomar. This is hull number 27. They're on 33, so they're halfway through production. There's 63 made in the world. Yeah.
I owe you a boat trip. My boat will be finished in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but it's like a steel hull. It looks like a battleship.
I already watched your videos when you were saying boat, so I was like, you know what? I need to get prepared for when he's ready.
So you show me Dubai, and then we do Europe in my boat.
Done. Say no more. That's a deal. 2 V12 engines underneath that. In fact, let's show you that now.
Holy shit!
2 V12 MAN diesel engines producing 2,000 horsepower each, 4,000 horsepower in total, propels this bad boy to 63 knots, cuts through water like a knife going through butter.
It's like a plane, dude. Wild. Bro, incredible. It's amazing.
This is that Volkswagen key, right?
Just a Volkswagen. You're at dinner and you just go, where's your Bugatti?
Sold it.
Yes, so.
Yeah.
Is it a weight off your shoulders?
Yeah. The stress that goes through on that gearbox, I snapped it 4 times.
Yeah.
But in Dubai it was okay. In the UK, because it's cold and the tires and it was slipping and sliding, I do miss it every day. I think the bug was so much better than this.
Wouldn't the summer and the humidity fuck up a bit here though?
With the car? Yeah. The heat really does play a part. I think this is after this month you want to tuck it away.
Yeah, it's a full-time job having a boat. Like, I bought mine because if I ever get rid of my Interpol red notice, if I want to live in Europe, and I was thinking Monaco, Saint-Tropez, Marbella, by the time I buy a boat, I have a moving hotel. I can just park in the marina and it's there. Otherwise I got to find a hotel everywhere I go. But you need like a full-time crew to live on it and maintain it, and it's a full-time job.
To be honest, boats in Dubai, it can be quite boring eventually. Like, there's not many places you can go. Do you know what I mean?
You're not bored of taking this out every day?
Exactly. Have a guess what route we're about to take. Oh shit, the same route as every single day.
Europe's for boats.
Yeah. Europe's amazing. Go to Cannes, Monaco, Saint-Tropez.
Europe's for boats and Europe's for cars as well, to be honest. In Dubai, I just get driven most of the time. I can't be dick to even drive. I just get security driving.
It's a lot of wasted time driving there.
On public transport, you can't go to a festival, you can't be around. I just avoid people because I only want to hang around rich people. Everyone else is a fucking retard.
100%.
Bro, so I've become elitist. I'm 100% now part of that crew now. I just hate brokies. Stay away from me. They're all trouble. They're all trouble.
Yeah.
It's like if you're around a rich guy, he has something to lose. But fucking brokies have nothing to lose. They have all the time in the world. They're dummies. So I've changed teams.
Well, you imagine, I'm from Birmingham. You know what I mean? It's nearly as bad as Luton.
Yeah, nearly.
Nearly as bad.
Well, now you're having no bin men, so you might be equal.
Oh, that's nasty. Have you and everybody, the bin men went on strike, and everybody just started throwing all their rubbish on the doorstep, and they started complaining why their place is so shit. You're throwing the rubbish from your house onto the street, and then you're stepping out onto the street saying, why does it smell of shit? Because you've dumped all the rubbish on the streets, and they were telling everyone to put them in vans and take them to the recycling centre, and then throw all the rubbish there. Man, I landed in the UK for about 2 weeks to go see my nephew, and I was like, every day I was counting down when I was going to be back in Dubai. Can't stand that place anymore. Horrible. I'm in London, and I never used to be like this. The minute I enter London, the only conversation that's ever happening at the table or anywhere is, have you got take your watch off? Have you left any bags on show in the car? Where have you parked the car? This, you know, why do you have to be worried about all that sort of stuff constantly?
Well, you do, because Dubai is a very simple system. I think they just take the bottom 10% of society and constantly fucking get rid of them. As long as you do that, you're constantly pruning the society. But UK doesn't do that. You can turn out to be a fucking piece of shit, and you just stay there. It's all the pieces of shit. For every 10,000 people who come, 2,000 are dickheads. 2%, doesn't matter. 1%, 2% of people, it's all it takes to fucking wreck a city. If 1% of 10 million people are thieving scumbag murderers, whole city's done. Whole city's over.
Are you generally trying to run for Prime Minister?
Yeah, I'm going to become Prime Minister and fix the UK.
Would you want that?
Yeah, 100%, but they're going to hate me while I do it. Because medicine's always bitter. They're going to hate me, but I'm going to try and fix it, yeah.
You see Ali G in the house when he was doing it, and he was doing the border control. Only letting the fake girls through.
That is exactly what I do. I can come up with justification for that.
Yeah?
Well, women integrate with society. They don't change society, they integrate. They get pregnant with a local man, and then the children are local. True or false? There you go. So, be part of the British Empire by getting knocked up by Mike. That's fine, women can come. Dudes have ideas and shit, standing on fucking street corners. Nah, fuck that. Fuck off.
They're meant to be the fastest jet skis here in Dubai. You got to test them out.
I love a good jet ski, especially around here. There's so much to see. I don't know if I want to fuck up my new shades though. I've got like 5 different pairs of these.
Were they quick enough? They were, weren't they?
If you're not careful, that'll throw you off.
Yeah.
Especially at this time, it's so choppy.
That's when the sharks get you. There's sharks here, you know that, right?
Yeah.
I saw there was a load of baby sharks.
There's some clips of sharks all around Dubai.
Ma somehow look
on YouTube. Me and sharks have a deal. Gotta go near them, then go near me. I've never seen a shark in my house, ever. The sharks just leave me alone, so I don't want to. It's fair. I don't want to fuck up the deal. They might turn up my house and.
Should never go to the water.
I've been in the water in Croatia a bit, but swimming pools don't have sharks.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Have you ever seen a black man swim with sharks? Have you ever seen a black guy on a horse? No, we don't do that stuff. Like, we know. You have to be the biggest, strongest animal around. As soon as something's bigger and stronger than us, we avoid it. Like, no fucking playing with tigers, no riding horses, no going near sharks, no skydiving, no rock climbing. No, this is all white people shit. You get yourselves in so much trouble. Just leave it alone. It's all white people shit, bro. Black people don't do these things. I'm black enough to not do them.
I love picturing you doing the shit you just would never do. It makes me laugh.
Fuck.
That's why that bottom G was so funny.
Sat
on a bus in economy. I'd love to see you in economy.
I could do that. I'm not snobby. I could do that. But jumping out of planes and shit, fuck no. I don't want anything where surviving's on luck. I need to have control over my survival. Like even racing cars, driving cars around is more dangerous than skydiving. Racing a car around, think about it. But I'm in control of it. Yeah. But as soon as it's pure 100% luck, I can't live that way.
Yeah.
It's like sharks. You get in there's either a shark or there ain't. That's luck. I can't play the luck game. I have to have control. I have to have some element of control over the outcome.
Would you rather go to jail for 1 month, but after that you're free for the rest of the year to do whatever you want? You can go first class, private jet, drive whatever car you want, or you don't have to go to jail, but you have to fly economy and drive around in a small car.
I'm telling you, I would rather go to jail. I would rather go to jail for 6 months a year, every single year for the rest of my life, and live my life than live a normal person's life.
Yeah.
Hands down. The normal person is more in jail than most people in jail. Think about this, right? You're in jail, let's say. You wake up, you're with your guys, you're with your cellmates, you're tired, you sleep, food comes, you get to train all day long, you eat your food, you go back to bed. If you're living a normal life, you're working in fucking Starbucks. Alarm goes off, you better get up. Can't lay in. You're not with your friends, you're not living with your friends. You ain't got time to train. You're in Starbucks all day. You have no money because all your money's going on rent. You're more in jail than the fun motherfucker in jail. You may as well go jail and just do push-ups with the guys. Most people's lives suck so much, they're better off in jail.
At least you lose a bit of weight.
Yeah, bro, at least you just train and laugh with the guys and the alarm goes. If you're tired, you sleep. You have a nap anytime you fucking want. Bro, jail's great. I'd rather go jail 6 months a year and then 6 months wild than live a normal life. Hands down.
I think you'd love Winston Green, wouldn't he?
I think it depends on the jail, depends on the country.
I think Winston Green would have a right party if Tate landed in there.
The ones in Venezuela and all those where you get thrown to the lions.
Oh, no.
Always love to smoke cigars in white trousers. Such a dangerous game. I want to see how much ash I can accumulate.
Living on the edge, bro.
Yeah.
Living on the edge. Trying to make your life look fun on camera is not fun at all.
That's why I stopped doing YouTube.
Bro, it's true, bro.
I was like, did you get that shot? You didn't get a shot of that? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh man, you missed the most important part.
Yeah. When you go out racing cars and you have a great time, and then you go, let's film this, and you'll redo this shot, go back, forth, did it. It was fucking good.
And then Mike messages me every now and again, do I have to give you a kick up the backside or are you going to get back on YouTube? And I was like, I'm having so much fun not filming.
Don't worry, just get banned like me and the stress is gone.
Family, you're probably living all these experiences and moments through like for YouTube though, isn't it? A lot of the time, like, when cameras are down.
I've done some stuff I would have never done if it wasn't for YouTube. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go and put myself in this situation or link up with this person. So in a way, it's good. Hopefully it's not going to be another 3 years until we see each other again.
I mean, hopefully not, but what I'll do to the judge is say, because we need to talk, and obviously our conversation is so interesting, it's just going to put me in jail to bring you.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'll come. And I need it apparently, don't I?
No, exactly. So I was like, just go get Mike, and then we'll talk in there.
There you go.